I hate that my videos have to be so short. So there was a YouTuber that interviews people with car issues, and I forget which one it is, but I figured hopefully he will find this out. I want to tell you about my 2019 Jetta. It was good for the most part. It had a little bit of brake issues. I did take it to a mechanic who said it was just brake pad dust, which I don't think that was the case. It made a really bad sound when you backed up. But it was only off and on. So that was an issue that was continuing. And then like at 70,000 miles, I was going to need new tires anyways. So I decided right around, the 70,000 mile mark, I was going to possibly trade it in. Now, my car was almost paid off, and that would have been great. However, I was like, whatever is happening in my life at that time, money-wise, if I feel like it's smart enough to trade in at 70,000, that's what I'm going to do for all new, right? So, which I did, by the way. It came to that. So, in October of last year, I asked my husband to make sure that as I was recovering from my surgery, because it was going to be a long recovery, I asked him to turn it on, just to get the battery working, because that car was literally running 6 days a week between work and going out to the store on my days off. So after my surgery, he had taken it, dropped me off for my surgery, picked me up for my surgery. Within 2 weeks, I was down there sitting in the car, started it, whatever, started it, let it run a little bit, whatever, great. So about 2 weeks after my surgery, I was allowed to go do light stuff. I was allowed to go to the store by myself, lift stuff, which I was still a little weak, but I'm like, you know what, it's time for me to get out and just start, getting my energy back. It was a long recovery. So I get in my car and I head out to down the street, literally, and we live in a dead-end cul-de-sac in a neighborhood, so it's not real busy. So I go to make a right down where it's a really quiet road, not much traffic, and my car starts acting up. So ECI, EPI, whatever light comes on, a couple of other lights come on, start flashing. I pull to the side. I turn off my car. I try to turn it back on. Nothing. Oh, and before this, it wouldn't go over 24 mile an hour, and it was jittery. It was shaking like it was having a seizure, which I was like, what the hell's going on? So I pulled over. I took a picture of all the lights, sent it to my husband. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this, whatever. So I ended up having to get a new battery, $500 some, and I had to pay another almost $200 to have it towed. I traded it in. It gave me no warning.